Welcome to episode 28 of the Gilded Roleplay Sky King's Tomb, also known as Session 40 by Jordan Reckoning. When last we left off, emotional damage.
And
I
physical damage.
that very much physical damage as well. I like felt so like bad about all of the emotional damage that I caused last session that I was just like, I actually need to do like aftercare. Like I need to make sure that everyone's okay. And I really just like as soon as we ended the stream, I was just like, so how y'all doing? Grom had a PTSD trigger from getting basically not basically but like nearly buried in a cave in, and Baroom was trying to do a really good thing and instead accidentally deleted a person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Archie just got psychologically tortured by his patron. I wasn't I wasn't trying to be evil. Like, I'm just trying to accurately portray the world. It's not
No,
my
I
fault,
thought it
okay?
was I thought well, for Baroom anyways, I think I did a poor job of like sitting with it and going, "Oh no, I've destroyed myself."
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Yeah, just considering consequences and yeah.
I mean, in a very in a way that is very true to the character, but in another
Mm-hmm.
way, I don't think Aren was more flippant than I think Baroom was, but also Baroom in story had they had what hours to have to absorb it, and I had like 45 minutes to absorb that I fucked up. So, but yeah, still, I think it's very funny and cool, interesting in fun and cool, but like
Mm-hmm.
they're not having fun right
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm struggling to recall exactly where you all were when we left off. Probably bottom feeders in your rooms.
That
If I had
sounds
to
right.
guess. That seems reasonable.
Yeah, because we left the party and I think Archie was going to go study the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And do your damnedest to copy it down onto another thing just in case something happens to this one.
Like the person who
Yeah.
owns it wants it back.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true. Um, that is a thing. You did manage to get off effectively thus far, scot free in terms of your continued ownership of the Queen's property. You were awarded not her inspiration, but her. Wait, where the fuck did Foundry go?
her um
Where did
Yeah,
like a
tokens.
merit, a token of her favor or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of, did we delete that or take that away from Archie? Or, sorry, Sparky? I just threw it on Sparky at the time, but you said it should go to Jarelga?
I believe I have taken it from Sparky. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know how, but my Foundry window got closed, so that's weird.
Was it next to your window that was secretly streamed?
It might have been. Sparky inventory. Yeah, Sparky does not have one.
Okay,
I
good.
believe Jarelga does. Yeah, Jarelga has a token of Queen Freeligarma, a jeweled clasp of silver, signaling a knight of the Ether Court. Um, the book goes out of its way to explain that this gives you a +5 reputation with the Ether Court as a faction, and does basically nothing to explain what that reputation might actually do for you. Which, like, sure, reputation is its own system in Pathfinder. Like, these things already exist by default. Like, even if you had done literally nothing else for the city, this makes you liked. Um, many members of the group know about the PCs, and those who do are usually friendly to them, which is not as helpful as, helpful. In case you're familiar with attitudes, or in case you're unfamiliar with attitudes, they range from helpful, friendly, ambivalent, indifferent, disliked, and hostile. I don't think it's disliked, but unfriendly. It's literally unfriendly, and then hostile.
So there's 3 tiers of good and 2 tiers of bad.
I think there's just 2 tiers of each. It's,
indifferent is indifferent.
Yeah, indifferent is indifferent, and then friendly, helpful, unfriendly, hostile.
Right.
Yeah, and I think request, like, some actions care about their attitude towards you. Like request requires that they be friendly or helpful, so on and so forth. Anyway, so having a reputation of liked. But then the question is, did you do enough to be admired in the city? And, that is probably something that I should have figured out.
We killed Cap Killer.
You killed Cap Killer. That seems like a major favor, considering the percentage of the city that is red cap. Just 21%?
Well, no, it's not 21% anymore. A significant chunk of them got crushed in a giant cave-in.
I mean,
you did comment that it was a lot of red caps. I didn't know what percentage.
Yes, but that's a good point. But also, the cult was largely not red cap.
Okay, fair enough.
So, red caps were probably
other things that killed in enough percentage that the red caps maintained their
yeah. I think that's
okay.
All said, about there were about 200 casualties in the cave-in, which is 4% of the population of the Ether Court.
And I'm assuming Queen Frila Garma is going to say, and 4% of my court was traitors. Fuck them all. That's pretty the much. Story she's leading with. Whether or not that's true.
Pretty much. There's some spin maybe to do with regards to, hey, you went in, you destroyed the cult. Also, a lot of people died in a cave-in. Did you cause it? Who knows? Anyway,
are there witnesses?
Anyway, so leveling up happened at the end of last session. Like a lot of it, in that you leveled up to 6, and in Pathfinder that's a big deal. You actually have choices to make at every level, unlike D&D. Where the last major choice you'll ever make is at level 3.
Depends. You could be a cleric. It could never matter again.
It could literally be level 1 and then never again. Especially fucking cleric, because picking your spells doesn't even fucking matter because you can just change them tomorrow. But I think there were some clarifying questions that people had. Specifically, Aren, we were discussing a thing.
Yeah, we were working out. I took my skill feat for my archetype in settlement lore, settlement scholastics,
right. And I was trying to figure out, so you chose as your settlement Hagagraph, which is a city you've basically heard about one time and decided to take some classes.
Basically, if there is an intent to spend any remaining time in the Ether Court, that's all that Baroom is going to focus in on. Because what better way to deal with trauma than only focus on the next thing?
as you do.
Yep.
So the appropriate languages for Haggagráth are, so Haggagráth is predominantly a Hringar city, so obviously it's going to be Dwarven and Sakroth, the major languages of Hringar, but you speak both of those. So I was digging through what other denizens of Haggagráth exist in significant proportions, and without telling you anything about the actual demographics, I will inform you that the other languages to choose from are going to be Draconic, Orcish, and Caligny.
What is Caligny?
That's a really good fucking question. I'm trying to figure out what in the fuck Caligny are. Caligny are descendants of humans who millennia ago fled underground to escape a devastating cataclysm and begged for salvation from malevolent shadowy demigods known only as the Forsaken. They begged for salvation. They begged of these malevolent shadowy demigods for salvation. They weren't looking for salvation from these malevolent shadowy demigods. Yeah, so they begged the Forsaken for salvation. And the Forsaken warped the refugees into tough survivors, but at a price. Gross.
Orcish or Draconic, then, because that sounds very...
Yeah.
Apparently,
Loaded.
3% of Haggagráth is Caligny. I don't know.
It'll be the only 3% that matters. I know.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a Hringar city. It's 77% Hringar, and we're never gonna interact with a single Hringar. Obviously.
Wait. Who already speaks Orcish? Fucking Archie. Okay, fine.
Yeah, like that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait, who already speaks Draconic? You chose Draconic. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Tight. And now you still have an archetype feat to pick, so that's a thing.
Yes. Yeah.
While
I
you're
will figure that out.
Yeah, while you're choosing that, I will point out that two of you had went through experiences that advanced your bond to your relics. I honestly don't know if I don't know if the trigger for advancing the bond is player knowledge. Like it's in the section on the item that is like DM specific, but then so is the list of minor gifts and major gifts for you to like choose from when you level up. I decided to choose for you this time for some reason. So Archie, your bond with the Adamantine Echo has deepened, and you have gained beginner's luck, which allows you once per day to treat your proficiency bonus on an untrained roll as half your level. Next level, that goes up to your level, so it gets way better at level 7. And then roll twice, take the higher. So once a day, you get to do something you're untrained in without sucking at it. It is still level plus 0, so it is worse than trained, which is level plus 2. But it's better than not having it. Also advantage, so that's cool. Be
I
aware.
actually use performance.
Yeah. Be aware that this is a fortune effect, which is one of those traits that actually has rules attached to it, which is you can only benefit from a given roll can only benefit from one fortune effect at a time. And if you have both a fortune and a curse, I believe, they cancel out. Oh, it's fortune and misfortune. They cancel out. Curse is a different thing. Curse is what witches do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could give people misfortune, but everything else is cursing.
Wait, do you actually have misfortune?
Ill omen.
Oh, wow. That is actually misfortune. Wow, cool. Yeah, if a fortune effect and a misfortune effect would apply to the same roll, the two cancel each other out, and you roll normally. Neat. I honestly don't know if fortune and misfortune are always rerolls. I think they are. But anyway, it's like advantage and disadvantage. You can, if you have 5 sources of fortune and 1 source of misfortune, you have none of either. And also Baroom, your bond with the Uniter of Clans has deepened. And you have gained Ancestor's Call, because I decided to be complicated. Ancestor's Call is the ability where once per hour, you can grant you and each ally in a 10-foot radius burst centered on you the benefits of one of 3 feats chosen when you gain the gift, which I have chosen for you. They are Avenge in Glory, Dwarven Weapon Familiarity, and Rivethan Disciple.
Well, it had to be. Yeah.
Had to be what?
It had to be Rivethan. That's a given.
Right. Like that seemed like a no-brainer. Like that was just too perfect. That feat is kind of weird though. Like you get a bonus to. You get a +1 bonus to crafting, deception, intimidation, and medicine as long as you're clumsy. And you get a +1 bonus to athletic, stealth, and thievery as long as you have immobilized, slowed, or stupefied. Sorry, the previous one is clumsy, trained, or enfeebled.
Yes.
Weird.
Yes.
It's weird. Also,
basically, the more that my body becomes disassociated from my brain, the better my brain works, and the more that my brain gets dissociated from my body, the better my body works.
Yup.
You've slowed him. You've only made him sneakier and stronger.
Yep. Interestingly, I guess the writers on Lost Omens High Helm, which is where this feat is from, I guess they were just like afraid of being too on the nose about it.
I'm clicking things.
Oh. That's okay. Only I saw it. Like Stream didn't even see it because like that only shows up in my chat. In Lost Omens High Helm, this feat says you have become aware of the friction between your body and spirit, and other writings about the Rivethan that are more recent, including I want to say the iconic shaman. Literally just call it what it is, which is dysphoria.
Oh, yeah. It's a dysphoric vibe. No. It's just dysphoria. It's just that your soul is freaked out because, you're inside of a body.
Yeah.
And you can feel it.
Yeah, you can feel the body in ways that your spirit doesn't like, and that's weird to you and unpleasant. So those happened. Unfortunately, Grom, you didn't do anything to deepen your bond with Sky Sunder.
I spent half the session dissociated, so it's probably fine.
Yeah. I will point out that it was not necessarily the events of last session that actually deepened these bonds. I was just reviewing character sheets and other such things as part of like level up checklist, and realized that there were relics that have advancement. Because one of the things on my checklist is literally just level up your relics, because for whatever reason they don't do that on their own. The item level is just static and not actually set to yours. I wonder if there's a way that I can just put like a reference to your level in the item level field and it'll update. I don't know. I've been talking a lot. Also, we got a resub from XZX1XGuyX and from Jamiller, so thanks. Welcome back. Thanks for the resubs. We got 63 and 70 months. Sorry, 69 plus 1 months.
Mine hasn't hit yet, so presumably that will hit at some other point in time.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna say,
I was
gonna say it's 7 p.m., but it's already 7.
It is 7. I may
Your
have
time.
to just refresh my page. I don't know.
Hmm.
We'll find out.
But the alert box is still not working. it just stopped working one day, and I could not get it to work. It refuses to work, and I don't know why. I'm gonna hit test and see what happens. Nope.
I've added to the list in case you want to
Great, thanks.
fuss with it later.
Test the box.
Also, on hitting level 6, some of my potions have level 6.
Oh boy, I didn't
stuck
do
to 'em.
that. Great.
So,
Oh,
I-
did you do that? You did
yeah,
that.
yeah, I already did that.
Oh, thank God.
So, now the potions of retaliation actually can affect when you get hit with a weapon.
Oh, instead of just unarmed?
Yeah,
Okay. They're
So-
expensive.
they very much are, but I get
Oh.
one free one a day.
Oh, that's cool.
So I don't see any level restriction. It's just a formula. I know that's a potion or an oil.
What is the feat? Cauldron?
Cauldron.
During your daily preparations, one temporary oil or potion using a formula you know. Yeah. It has the potion trait. You have the formula because you have the formula for Potion of Retaliation, which is level independent and as of remaster. So I would feel weird about it if you were using like remaster rules for crafting and pre-master cauldron feat, but that's actually the remaster cauldron feat, and it's very different from pre-master. So I'm down, absolutely. You get one for free. 50 gold consumable every day. Great. Yeah, no, that feat scales real good.
Yeah, but
Also,
It
what the
is
hell is a
also-
lesser mist form elixir? Oh, 3 rounds instead of a minute. Okay.
also elixir. So
Sure. I was just looking at your level 6 stuff and seeing what they were, and noticed that mist form elixir was worth 54 gold. Or sorry, 56. Anyway, anything else notable from leveling up? Because you did each get 3 feats for leveling up, so it's kind of big deal.
I got a
Squire
new
got
dedication.
Well,
You
what'd you
did good.
take?
I got medic dedication.
I think I might take the Oracle dedication.
The multi-class?
Yeah,
I
if
don't.
that's allowed.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I do not know what that does.
It's very complicated, which is why I only think. But basically, I would get the sort of basic thing, and I'd have to deal with the whole curse bound impact every single time I cast any Oracle spells. But then I'd be a divine caster as well, and
Okay.
I get cool spells.
Great. More spell casting for your spell casting. I assume, yeah, you'll need to at a later time take the basic spell casting feat and get the basic spell casting. But I don't know how. I don't know how spellcaster multi-class works when you are already a spellcaster.
Which is why I'm only thinking.
Great. Well, you keep thinking about that. Grom, you took medic dedication and ward medic, which is not a
And
medic
ward
feat.
medic, which is not a medic feat. Because the other medic
course
feats
not.
I had access to weren't great.
Okay. Medic archetype.
I mean, Doctor's Visitation's nice.
I mean, Doctor's Visitation is pretty dope. But
But
you
Ward
took-
Medic fits more of what I've been doing.
Doctor's Visitation also isn't a skill feat, so you wouldn't actually be able to take that right now.
Oh, okay.
Unless you spent your class feat on it, which you can
We're
always
not
do.
adding spell casting. That's dumb. We're doing the other thing. Never mind. That's
Um,
Oracle. I'm reading it. It's just it makes it more difficult than I think is necessary.
Okay. And Archie, what did you get?
So I got uh enhanced familiars or specialty familiars cost 2 less,
Okay.
which is from my familiar master. So now Squire's gonna have so many abilities. Um, and then I
And
got
at level 6, you got an additional ability.
yeah. So I got an ability plus the special forms cost 2 less, which is going to allow me to have more abilities basically for paying
Yep.
less.
Yep.
And then um, I got the communal crafting. So
Okay.
when we do downtime, I can kidnap Sparky and they can help me make things to hopefully help cut down crafting time and overall cost if there is the time.
Yep.
Um,
And I am imagining Sparky like mostly still worn on your skin, just like fucking
full on
Doc
like Doc
Ocking.
Ock. Yeah.
Perfect.
Uh-huh. Archie's not going to become a supervillain. It's
Not
fun.
at all.
And then for the witch feat, I took the greater lesson, which was the what's it? Lesson of the shark.
Right.
Um,
Whew.
so I got another focus spell.
Which means another focus point.
Yep.
Does that mean you're up
And
to 3?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So now I can basically, it's like I can summon a spectral shark to harass a person.
You just love summoning spectral things.
Yes. Yeah. All they have to do is either be bleeding or have taken slashing damage on my last action.
Okay. And you have spells that deal slashing damage, so
Yes.
great. And since it's a hex spell, as all of your focus spells are, it triggers Familiar of Ongoing Misery. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
It's also a reflex spell. That's amazing. You have something that targets something that isn't will.
Yeah. Which is another great thing looking at it, going, oh wait, and it's a different save? It's amazing.
Very nice. So for Sparky, I leveled up Sparky, and I like my goal for Sparky is to make it as simple as possible to run it. So for the skill feat, I took Assurance Athletics, just which pairs greatly with the lead climber feat. So if Sparky is leading a climb, everyone else is following the expert. If any of you critically fail, Sparky gets to make an athletics check to catch you. And if the DC is 20 or lower, I take 10. Like,
Yes.
no. Because...
Hey, I just whip a rope around your ankle, dislocate
Yeah.
your hip, but you're
Right.
still with us.
Right. So if Sparky succeeds on that check, your critical failure turns into a regular failure. So instead of falling, you just don't make progress. As for an archetype feat, took Elbow Breaker, which is fun. It's basically just a replacement for your strike if you have a target grabbed or restrained. It's literally use your strike, and if you hit them, you disarm. Like it applies disarm effects. So on a success, they get the disarm success result. On a crit, you get the disarm crit result.
It does. It is affected by map though, right? Because it has the attack trait.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're making a strike, so.
Yeah. But it just the more double duty you can do with one swing or whatever, the less map you're applying to do more interesting things later.
Right. Now the question that I'm suddenly having. No, you wouldn't be able to do that. I was wondering if you could replace the strike in Slam Down with an Elbow Breaker, and the answer is no.
I don't think, because I think it says when you take a strike, or like when you.
So slam down is make a melee strike. Elbow breaker is make a melee strike. It's not
Gotcha.
like, yeah. Yeah, if slam down was a one action ability that was requirement, your last action was a melee strike that hit, knock them down without applying map yet, or make a trip without applying map, that would be one thing. But no, can't combine slam down. And but now Sparky has another way to murder people.
Yeah.
Basically just disarming anytime they would be attacking. And then the class feat was advanced weapon training sword, which means that they now have it now has master proficiency with advanced swords. And to that end, I think Grom bought Sparky a falcata, which is an advanced sword that has fatal D12.
Yes, because Krohan the crit really freaked us out with the fatals, or not freaked, like inspired us.
Yeah. So at some point, maybe move the runes from the +1 striking longsword to the falcata. Oh, that's the other thing. Elbow breaker is an unarmed melee strike, which I'm now remembering. It is unarmed. You can't break someone's elbow with a sword. So the idea was to put runes on Sparky's gauntlet, which they're good at using.
Yes, got it. Okay. And then gauntlet sword. Break your elbow and stab you.
Yep. So
from nose to navel.
Yeah, so the question is, how many fucking weapons does Sparky need? And the answer is yes.
Pretty much.
They all fit on my back as ink, so it works out.
Yeah. Well, you've got 2 long swords on the back, and then you've got a falcata like in the small of your back horizontally. And then gauntlets are literally just gloves. They're always there.
Yes.
I am curious, like, does it look like Sparky is wearing armor? Or, like, what does the ink look like with
unfortunately
armor?
for me, I've pictured Sparky exclusively as the tattoos from Moana. So they are just a loincloth wearing Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Great. That is not how I was imagining Sparky, but okay.
That's not how, like, I've imagined them in detail. They look kind of dwarf-like in my brain. But...
Okay.
But as a tattoo, I picture them just sort of generic muscle man tattoo. Like, it's like, oh, you're one of them. That's the tattoo you picked. Okay.
Tribal tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the level up discussion. Congratulations. Emotional damage. I don't know. What is the plan from here? I think it's worth thinking about, why you're in this city in the first place. Did you succeed at what you were after? And if so, what next? And what's in the way of you doing that?
We were thinking of possibly going to talk to Craig to see if they can help us out with the map at all, or if they have any information, because selling goods, possibly they might have knowledge on magical items.
Sure.
And then I think other than that, it was get out of the city, go hunt down I forgot his name. The guy who made the ritual for
Narcissus?
Narcissus.
I don't know if you've ever seen that name spelled, so just in case you haven't.
Fuck off. That is not what I wrote down in my notes.
I am thoroughly curious what it is that you did write down in your notes.
I think I wrote Narsay. Yeah, Gus. Narcissus.
You had to have shown that to us before because I have it correct.
I mean, maybe you're just good at this shit.
Maybe
I'm
you're
not.
great,
I
Jordan.
I also
I'm
have
not.
it spelled correctly, so
Which means you must have written it down and I just wasn't paying attention, which tracks.
Well, can't win them all, I guess. I'm just going to switch to combat real quick because I'm adjusting the layout. There we go. I literally... I should stop flipping back and forth wildly while stream can see that I'm doing that. I literally moved chat by 1 pixel because I noticed it was ever so slightly off center.
Yeah, well, you can't make Tim's layout look anything but stunning.
Right. This is beautiful. This is beautiful around me.
It's fucking incredible.
I
picked Bounty Hunter Dedication, by the way.
Okay. Bounty Hunter.
Yes. It's Ranger Light, I think.
Okay. Interesting. You gain the Hunt Prey action, which is a ranger thing.
Yes.
Oh boy. +2 circumstance bonus perception checks when you seek. And to survival when you track.
We keep coming to these cities and looking for people, and I'm fucking sick and tired of not being able to find them. So, my goal is we're going to another fucking city. I'm gonna learn about that city. We're looking for a guy. I'm gonna fucking get good at looking for this guy. I'm done. Because it's his fault, not my fault for what happened. It's his fault.
Whoa. You can use Hunt Prey to designate a creature that you've observed, heard
Heard
about,
of.
or learned
Yes.
about through some other means.
I'm done. We'll find you. That's done.
Whoa! And you get a +2 circumstance bonus to gather info about them. That's wild.
And they can't find out about it because of, I don't remember which feat, but they don't know that I discreet inquiry. Yep. And also, everybody's my friend because of empathy incarnate and
glad hand.
Yes.
Yep.
Everybody's my friend. You don't know what I asked you about, but you know that you gave me the right information. Fuck you. Not you, June, but specifically the environment in which, yes.
Right. Okay. So,
yeah, Oracle seemed fine and nice, but no, this is the I'm tired of not being able to find people feat, and yeah.
Okay. Does this? There we go. Okay. So, as far as like things to actually do right now, the only. Yeah. No. That. Let me. Yeah. Jesus. Refocus. Focusing. Talk to Craig was suggested as a thing to do in the city. Was there anything else that you wanted to do in the city? And then after that, but keep this in mind that this is the next question, where is the next place to go? But that's the next question. What are you doing in the city?
And also,
So is this the day after, or is this still like the same? So that morning, Grom would not be at the tavern. He disappears in the middle of the night.
Okay. Where has Grom?
I leave the city and I'm going back to the collapsed tunnel, and I'm going to start excavating it.
Okay.
That's what my brain needs to do right now, is move rocks.
Okay. So the rest of you get up in the morning and see Grom has gone. No note, no
nothing. I just leave.
Okay. Have you taken fetch with you?
I have taken fetch with me.
Okay. So pretty reasonable to assume it wasn't a kidnapping, because it's pretty hard to rock nap.
Also, I presume when Fetch sleeps, they just look like a rock. So, like, no one would steal Fetch, really.
I mean, it's weird. This dwarf has this giant rock in their room.
Yeah. Or, of course, fucking dwarf stereotype. They have rocks in their room.
That rock is as big as me, okay?
So,
right, he is medium now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Archie, Baroom,
research into Haggraph.
Research
like,
Hagar.
Specifically Narcissus. I want to find somebody to blame and look into where I think we might be headed, which is deeper and further down.
Yeah. What are you doing about the fact that Grom isn't here in the morning?
Aren, before Jordan said it, assumed you went back to the cave-in. I don't know that that's a wild conclusion to jump to, so I don't know that if I thought that maybe...
I mean, if it's the first thing you thought, then probably not that wild a conclusion.
Not a wild conclusion. I think maybe however far away it is, see if that's where Grom went, but otherwise leave him to it, leave him alone. He's dealing with it. Like, he's going through it, is what I mean right now. So let him have that space.
Okay. Archie?
Yeah. I think if we're making... you'd probably go talk to Craig first. The other one would be swapping runes around for Sparky, but that I feel would be like up before we leave.
Okay. Alrighty. So research, shopping, mining. Okay. So these are all things that the game has handled. Like there are rules for these things. Archie, you go to see Craig, and just a second, I am making sure that there is art for Craig because it is important to me.
I know there's art of the species. I don't know that it was Craig.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just want to make sure that Craig's that there's a Zorn. There's a Zorn that I can just making sure there's an image for that. So you go to see Craig, and Craig is doing fantastic. Craig's list is incredibly popular in the Court of Ether, and Craig informs you that he has procured some new items and shares with you his good fortunes. And I am just gonna slap down a merchant.
So the shop's resupplied.
What's that?
We leveled up, so the shop's resupplied.
Right. So I'm just gonna slap down a merchant. I have no fucking clue how merchant stat blocks work, but like, here's a merchant interactable thing. So in addition to this list of items, Craig does have all. Oh god, what's the? I gotta.
Wait, where's the Craig?
It's on the landing.
Blends in quite well.
It blends in real good.
Shut the front door. No, I did not see.
Hang on. I think there's a built-in dynamic token ring update token. That was terrible.
Wait, it also it redlines everything I can't afford.
I don't like. Why did that break so terribly? Oh well.
Oh,
Foundry has an automatic token ring feature, and I turned it on, and it just like blanked out most of the. I don't know. That was weird. I'm sorry. It redlined everything you can't afford.
Maybe, or there's stuff that is red. Maybe it's that's just uncommon. That's why I can't afford all the uncommon stuff. That's why.
Wait, they're red?
They're red for me, yeah. Or
they're like an orange color, yeah.
I thought uncommon was green.
No, uncommon's orange.
Uncommon is always green. Okay.
You're thinking video games, and that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I have just been provided proof, A, the Pathfinder is amazing, but B, rocks grow from seeds.
Uh-huh.
You can throw a rock seed at somebody.
Also, I want to actually give these quantities that are meaningful. I was looking up the list of what he can actually sell, which is common first level gear and alchemical consumable items up to 7th level. Common and uncommon alchemical consumable items. That's so many.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to be alchemical.
That shield can create a wall that's 60 feet wide by 10 feet tall.
Can we stand on it before the shield makes it? Like, can we just have an elevator?
If a section is destroyed, this effect ends and your limestone shield is broken. Interesting.
Okay, what? In 400 hours? How long does it take to destroy a wall? It takes like 6 years to squeeze through a tunnel.
The wall has AC 10, hardness 7, and 28 hit points.
Oh, I was reading in the effect section, not in the top section. Got it.
Wait. Oh, that's terrible. Like the divider line is between the like preamble stuff of an ability and the effect of the ability, but then there's a second ability without another divider line.
Mm-hmm.
Blech. Gross.
I like that the Robe of Stone lets you eat dirt instead of food.
An uncommon 1400 gold piece item lets me have the ability I had as a level 1 Leshy.
No, you had to eat plant.
You had to eat organic matter.
I had to eat organic matter.
No. The uncommon level 11 1400 gold thing gives you the ability that Sparky had at level 1.
Oh, yeah, they just eat inks.
Lithosynthesis.
Yes.
You replenish your pigmentation from the rocks around you.
But yeah, so I think it'd go, see the shop, kind of peruse a little bit, and then ask Craig specifically, like what it's like. Oh, it's like it's like, you got the shop, all this stuff. Like, you must know a fair amount about magical items, then.
Mm-hmm.
I have something. I got some questions about.
You're looking to sell?
No, I'm trying to find someone attuned to an item.
Okay. This is a peculiar request.
And do like you got like a back room, like a curtain or something we can pull up here. They're not sure because he just has a stall or like an actual building.
He has a rather sizable stall, but he does have sort of a backroom type area that is basically just like when things get bought out on the floor, on the shop floor, he restocks them constantly, just rearranging the stall so that everything looks pretty and people are constantly able to find pretty things.
Yeah. So see, like, if he's cool, just like taking a step away from the front for a minute to take a look. Because
I'm trying to imagine what it would look like for a Zorn to give someone a knowing nod. I think instead it's a Do they have 3 fingers on each? They have 3 fingers on each hand. Of course they do. So it's this particular 3-fingered gesture to one of the employees, and they give him a knowing nod with their neck and everything, whereupon he leads you into the back.
Yeah.
Once you're back here, you feel like wildly claustrophobic. Like there's just way too much shit packed in here. And there does not appear to be any kind of organization. Everything is just strewn about. It's not strewn about, but it's like, it's random. And being back here has done absolutely nothing to dull the noise of the bazaar.
Yeah, and I think like Archie will go and like find a relatively flat surface to pull the map out and unfold it.
And what is it that we're looking at?
The Everyone map. And
Enlighten me.
What we figured out is when someone becomes attuned, this map shows everywhere they've ever been.
Uh-huh.
And I believe we need to find who's attuned or what is attuned.
Uh-huh.
We've done some looking. We've kind of run into a wall. And we were thinking you might know something about items such as this. At least be able to give us a direction.
Uh-huh. I see. Well, I can tell you forthwith, this is not a thing with which I am familiar. But this is rather perplexing. And like, he starts like really staring at it, and he's like, he keeps looking at the same sections, like he keeps drawing these lines of sight back to the same areas. Just and there's no key, no label, no legend.
That was kind of our other issue, is we don't have any reference as to what could be like these could be towns. There could be just a random cave they like to go to. You know, maybe there's a nice hot spring down here. But that's the problem. And you know, or if you happen to know someone who might know something about an item like this.
I hesitate to ask. I have a fear that this information is privileged and dangerous, but where did you get this?
We got it from a cult.
And where did they get it?
We don't know.
From a person I tried to give the map back. They weren't super interested, so until they say so, it's mine. It's fine. It has been attempted to be returned, so they know where it is currently.
Very well.
So sadly can't sell it at the moment.
Right.
Sadly.
I mean, I could.
I feel like we'd have to fence it. I don't think there's any selling this map.
Wow. And what is it you want from me, if not to sell this? You want information about the map or about the contents of the map?
Or, you know, if I figure if you're working with this kind of, buying, selling, you gotta have people that that know things about
Certainly.
such items.
Certainly. Would you be able to leave this in my possession for a time while I gather information? I can offer collateral. He just gestures around the room.
Um, yeah, I mean, just as you know, the owner of this would be very upset if something were to happen. Yeah, yeah.
Quite.
But yeah, I think should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a gesture that looks to you, because his one eye that you can see is like staring directly at you, and it looks from your vantage like he's just like grabbing something blindly off a shelf, but he does have two other eyes, 120 degrees offset from this one in either direction. So probably he was looking what he was doing. And he grabs a gemstone and hands it to you. But as he releases it, it just hovers an inch off his hand. And it is in fact the Simophane Cabochon Aeon Stone. So I'm gonna make that trade.
So this map is worth at least 650 gold.
Give. I mean, the map actually has a price on it, and it says 500.
I just saw that just now. Yeah, it has an actual
yeah
value.
But this is me being generous and maybe trying to get you to enjoy an item so that maybe you'll buy it later.
How long's he gonna have our map for?
I will see what I can come up with.
Yeah. And I mean, we're currently staying at Bottom Feeders.
Aha.
Oh.
As one does.
Yeah. Then someone over, or if we're in the area.
Very well. And he ushers you out, and as he steps out just behind you, he announces to anyone in earshot, "A deal well struck!" And some people nearby just clap.
Yeah. And Archie will wave. He's like, yeah, that was good. And put the gem away where it's like.
Yeah. Are you waving with the gem in your hand?
No, Archie does not want people to see what he's doing.
Okay.
He's like, I don't need to get mugged.
That's reasonable. Okay. So if that is all, was there anything else that you wanted to buy from Craig? Like I said, any gear or chemical consumables, or this particular short list of weird shit.
Nothing's jumping out right now.
Okay.
Things are so expensive. We have such little money.
It's true. It's true. I'm
It's
not
'cause of
entirely
Magic
sure
the
why you
Gathering.
have so little currency. You're getting a lot of treasure, and as far as currency goes, not so much.
But yeah, I think Archie would start making his way back to Bottom Feeders to kind of probably start prepping to start moving runes around.
Okay. Grom is fatigued. I'm like, why does Grom have a status condition? Okay.
Grom didn't sleep last night.
Right. I've also completely lost track of days. Today is toil day. Wow, how appropriate.
What appropriate. Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Okay. Wait, no. One more week. Okay. So Baroom, you're doing research. Are you doing like I forget exactly how I did it. It was
I am questioning, I assume because there is trade that makes its way to High Helm, there must be merchants or something here from Hackograph that I can start literally quote unquote glad handing with, capital G, capital
Yep.
H, or something of that effect.
Okay. And what is it that you are trying to gather? What kind of information?
The state of the city currently, like current events type thing.
Okay.
And not just not just like the capital effect discrete inquiry. I am discreetly trying to ask around Narsagus and figure out who that person is, what their status is in Hackograph, so on and so forth.
Okay.
If they're well known, prominent, anything else like that.
Okay. Well.
But yeah, start with current events in Hackograph. What's the state there? If we're going that way, what are we walking in on?
Right. That's a lot of things to cover.
Current events? That's a lot? Oh no.
I mean, like, yes. It's a lot for me to sift through to figure out, like, what you're able to.
Understood. Okay. I was trying to pick something broad so that anything is the correct answer. I apologize.
No, you're good. It's just a lot to get through, and if it makes any sort of sense, maybe I will try to not delay. I'm gonna go with delay responding until after the break, so that I can have the break to just bone up on the city.
That's fine. That's the direction that I am asking specifically merchants about, so anything they might know.
Okay, cool. Great. Okay, so that's what you're doing. Grom, you are trying to clear rubble. This is a like 100+ person days effort. Like you are able to figure that out very quickly, and I'm guessing that this makes no difference to you.
No difference at all. None whatsoever.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to question this in a way that's not like offensive, but like, at what point do you, Jordan, decide that it is enough? I guess.
I think it's going to be the point to where he basically can't stand anymore.
Okay. So you just go and clear and
What
work
is fatigue too?
until your legs give out.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I picture a little system where Fetch and Grom are working together at first, and then when a pile starts to build up, Fetch starts taking those and just dumping them over the cliff.
Great. Okay.
And if the pile gets too backed up, I picked up the spell, the bottomless stomach or something. Yeah, bottomless stomach. So Fetch just eats them, walks over to the cliff, and barfs them all out. He can eat 10 bulk worth of objects.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Is the only means of getting rid of them barf, and please say yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
But no, I don't think so. I'll just put this.
That's
It's big, and I'll delete it in a second,
is
so that way
very
you can read
big.
it.
Oh my god. Swallow an object of up to 1 bulk. Great. Oh my god. Interact to spit out a single object of its choice.
Does the spit have the ranged attack property?
I don't think so.
Well, no. Strictly, if we were to feed the rock seeds or the stalagmite seeds to to fetch, could fetch.
The target can interact 3 times in a row to spit out the entire contents of its extra-dimensional storage. God.
Let's walk over to the edge of the cliff.
What?
The
Oh,
items
okay.
eject into the target space, possibly spilling out into adjacent spaces if there's too much to fit.
If the target falls unconscious, the contents of the contents of the extra dimensional storage are disgorged in a riotous spew. What a fucking series of A+.
Landing in the nearest unoccupied space, a bit wet but otherwise unharmed.
Disgorged in a riotous spew is just frickin' A+.
Let's go ahead and remove that for now.
You hate your readers, but that's okay.
Now, if I open this... Yes, okay. I was like, is it safe to delete the Craig token? Has the actor been updated with the new inventory? Or will, like, if I drop a new Craig, will it have the Aeon Stone instead of the Everwind map?
Have you deleted the map for forever?
Mm-hmm. Which, like, no big deal. I can just always instantiate another one, but whatever. So I'm assuming, given your hefty hauler feat, your dwarven general fortitude, your +3 con, that until you can no longer stand is probably most of the day.
Oh yeah, no, that was the idea.
Okay.
That's gonna be my whole day. Is gonna be this, and then collapsing back at the end.
Got it. And I'm assuming no one else goes to look for Grom at any point.
I think I wouldn't. Like, Grom needs space to process.
Okay.
I also need space to process, so I'm not seeking to be,
Yeah. Okay. So Archie, when you return to Bottom Feeders, the leprechaun formerly known as Veaviv approaches you as you're headed presumably upstairs to start doing some magic, and says, She looks a little different, and you can't really put your finger on exactly why until she holds out in front of her a folded up cloak that looks like it's made from hide. She was previously wearing it, that's why she looks different, and says that this was from I guess a previous life. And I guess insofar as I have a new one, I won't be needing this anymore. I thought you should have it. Oh, you're muted? Or did my headphones stop working?
Yep, totally muted.
Okay.
Yeah, Archie will reach out and just be like, "Oh, yeah, that's hopefully a new life is you can find your next calling."
Okay, bye.
And Archie has a bit of I wonder if I should have asked what her name was. So would Archie remember her name, or is it like gone?
It is gone.
Well, it didn't cease to exist. She just
It didn't
died.
cease to exist, and you can piece together the story and realize that you can summon the name, because it's like names don't disappear when someone dies. You can summon the name, but there's something in you that knows that that is not her name.
Yeah, I think.
But she gives you the cloak, and so you have just been given the Avernal Cape, which I'm just gonna slap in chat. It's a dueling cape. Dueling capes are neat.
Yeah. Hey, now if you're on fire for 10 rounds, you'll be okay.
I have no idea how to automate the giving fire resistance. Not a fucking clue. But it has.
I mean, if you invest the cape, can you just shoot Archie with some fire right now? Throw fire mantle out, see if Archie.
Oh wait, Heat Haze wasn't the one that I wanted to give it. What? I messed up. That was not the one that I meant to do. Hang on.
Forget this cape. Delete it from your brain.
Ah. Yeah. There we go. It has Flare Bolt.
Hmm.
3d6 fire damage, and on a crit, you deal 6 persistent fire. So is the relic actually level? Nope. Gotta make it level 6. Cool. Great. There you go. So that is the Avernal Cape. It is a relic, and the rules for relics don't say anything about only being able to form a bond with one relic at a time. But I kind of sort of had it in my head that Sparky would get it. I don't know why. I think largely so Sparky had a ranged option when melee
Also,
was
'cause
just
they
absolutely
duel.
not possible. Also, yeah. I mean, they have dueling parry, so that's kind of better than a dueling cape. But fire resistance. So, anyway, she appears to largely be just sort of existing in her grandfather's shadow.
Whose grandfather? Not hers.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm throwing my face the intersection.
I decided to use a shorthand, although I mean he's got a name. Fergus. Largely just existing in Fergus's shadow for just the sake of ease, the sake of I don't know, having somewhere to exist. Until she can figure her shit out. Okay. That was just an interaction that I wanted to make sure happened today. Archie, you were gonna set up for crafting, and I mean, going to talk to Craig would have been an hour of your morning, so absolutely. Yeah. So I have to look this up every time. Transferring runes. I can never remember what the DC is. I assume it's based on the determined by the item level of the rune being transferred. Weapon potency is level 2. Striking is level 4, so it's going to be level 4. And I believe it's 10. The cost is 10% of the sum of the runes you're moving. So, how do I... Like, there's got to be a way for me to give you a DC. Like, there's got to be an easy way to do, like, DC buttons. Jordan added to the list.
I know if I hit... Because I got weapon potency in my crafting list, but I don't know if crafting's gonna screw that up.
Clicking the craft button is going to give you a DC based on potency, though, not striking. Yeah, I don't know. It's DC 19. I was hoping to find an easy way to do it, but it is what it is. And it's going to be 5 gold to set up, and then you can proceed from there.
And that is public?
Yep. You know what you did. That's going to be a critical success.
You did do
Yep.
good.
So level 6 expert crit, so level 7, you will produce 2.5 gold per day of crafting past the first day. So it's 5 gold to set up, and then you can either pay 5 gold to pay it off right now, or you can spend 2 more days finishing it off. This is as much money as you can make with crafting right now, so
let's grind out every crafting we wanted to do for the next 3 days.
Well, no, like you can only do it on this particular job. You'd have to roll for another thing.
Fair.
That's the downside of crafting. It's like you can always find a job of your level, but also you need setup time, which is, I guess, is true of most earned income, because like you have to spend a day finding jobs usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like if we have a couple of days, like I know Baroom's doing some stuff, and then it's like the plan is to check in on Grom when he gets back in, and being like, do we need to leave? Like, would it be better to get out of here, or do we need to hang out for a couple of days?
Yeah. What would be helpful for your mental health?
Oh, also, since you picked up communal crafting, you can get Sparky to contribute as well.
Oh, yeah.
The money or roll?
The money. So Sparky makes their own roll, I think, for communal crafting.
Yes, and it is one...
Their proficiency rank and their level -1 for their level. So Sparky will be on the level 5 row rather than the...
But still, so public roll crafting and then that table roll against. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
a 5. That's a fail.
Yeah.
They don't... It doesn't help. Does it hurt? Failures don't hurt. No.
No.
It's crit failure where Sparky just gets in the way and destroys everything you do. You're digging a hole and they're throwing the dirt from their hole into your hole.
Yeah, I guess so. Like they waste the day.
It is definitely like, it's like, okay, it's like we're gonna figure this out. And so Archie's at first like, okay, so you can stand there, and it's like it's not really helping, and don't quite have this like what is going to be the most beneficial
orientation of the arms yet.
Right.
Yeah.
You're used to doing everything by yourself, so now that you have 2 extra arms, you don't know what to do with them.
Yeah,
because you're just so used to doing all the stuff.
They're also like, it's Sparky stuck to you, So I assume that there are moments where you forget Sparky's there, spin, and their arms just like slapping vials, and like, I was working.
Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't help. So it'll be 2 days after this to finish or spend money. But
And that might be enough time for Craig to figure something out.
yeah. So I think we're gonna call that the day, and probably close enough to just take the break, and I will get Baroom the info of your info gathering. Probably have you roll for it too when we get back.
Yeah.
All right. So don't go anywhere. I don't know how many people are watching.
All
this.
us.
All us. Great. And thematic, whatever. The bot trying to sell us shit. Yeah. We'll be back. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back. We're playing Pathfinder. Still.
Again.
Forever?
Always. I just decided to just shut up until the last minute.
Great. I mean, if you all just like decided on an order, problem solved. But you haven't decided on an order, so
I don't know what to talk about. I know my spot.
Right. Okay. So Baroom, you're looking for info.
Yeah.
I'm
glad handing about the market.
Yeah. Gather information is a diplomacy check. And it's secret.
And I
can slap a thing in chat. Look at me.
And I cannot correctly fail it. So no matter what this is, it's just a fail.
Okay. So I'm not allowed to lie to you.
Yeah.
Damn. But I like lying.
Could I say that this is in regards to is this the general? Are you seeking to just answer the general hagiograph question?
I was planning to answer current events.
That is I'm making sure that I am rolling the correct diploma. Have the option now on my diplomacy check that it didn't occur to me till just this moment to toggle on a circumstance bonus for hunted prey.
Okay.
It didn't occur to me until just now that was an option, so I was like, hey, just checking.
And you are not specifically asking about Narcissus at this time?
No, that would be a follow-up line of questioning.
Great. Okay. And I should have figured out what the DC is before you rolled. That would have been smart.
It's 10 less than what they rolled.
Right.
It doesn't matter. I can't crit fail.
Right. That's so annoying. Okay, that is not going to be... Yeah, no, that's not... Wait, hang on. That... I just saw the level of settlement.
The settlement?
Does
that dictate the question?
No. I was thinking maybe it would, but
yeah.
The settlement... If anything, it would be like the opposite. The higher level of the settlement, like the lower the DC.
Yeah, because it'd be well known.
But now I want to look up the level of High Helm, because that's what I thought. That's okay. That's what I thought. Anyway, Hagergraph is apparently a higher level settlement than High Helm, which is just wild to me.
Shock me. It's older. It's had more time to do shit.
Is it older?
Oh, I just assumed because it was underground, they got there first. I assumed, right, Quest for Sky, deeper, older.
Sure. So you are specifically just, meandering amongst Hringar merchants in the Court of Ether, trying to discreetly inquire as to current events in Hagiograph. So basically just slipping in, what's the word? surreptitious questions or like polite questions, while at least pretending to do business.
Correct.
And the thing that stands out to you as like the most salient and the most salient feature that you're able to gather over the course of conversations with a bunch of people and really get the understanding that this is a new development, that this is different from the norm, is that high quality metals are in high demand in the city. And additionally, you can tell that this has to do with creating arms and armor in significant quantities.
Okay. Would that be reflected in, I'm assuming like every merchant, the Hringar merchants sell all of the above, but is there a smaller quantity that they're exporting now of arms and armor?
Yeah. Their exports of arms and armor have decreased rather significantly, and their importing of the materials to make them has increased. They do not have any interest, it seems, in directly importing arms and armor, which makes sense for any kind of culture that prizes their own craft.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The other thing that you gather, which is not so much a current event, but more a, like, sometimes the line of questioning goes along the lines of like, well, maybe I'll visit, or things that I could do while in the city, those kinds of conversations. And you really get the sense that they really, really do not like surface dwarves.
By really, really don't like surface dwarves, like I'm having a hard time engaging with them, or they really, really don't like it, like don't come down there.
Don't come down there.
Okay.
The Hringar who leave the city to do business elsewhere are generally sort of self-selecting for the less xenophobic ones, especially in as...
Or all our gold spends the same, so I don't give a fuck.
Right. Basically, especially in as eclectic a city as the Court of Ether, it really takes an open-minded Hringar to willingly come here to do business.
So progressive.
Yeah. But in that vein, like, these are like warnings, like, hey, you're all right. I don't give a fuck what color your skin is. As long as your gold is yellow. But you should know, if you are planning to go to the city, that not everyone's as cool as I am.
I would just like it stated. Just gonna throw that out there. And I recognize this is in direct opposition to how we entered this city. It feels different if I'd use disguise self and put on blackface. So I don't think I, Aren, as a player, am comfortable with doing so.
The good news is that Hringar are ashen-skinned.
Yeah.
So it's actually whiteface.
But like...
There is literally a picture in the book.
I know. They look like ghosts. They look
No.
like...
There is literally a picture in the book of a dwarven PC painting her face white.
Oh, that's such an interesting choice they
specifically made. With in Haggograph. I'm trying to find the picture. I looked at it like 3-4. There it is. Copy.
So I don't know what they mean by
image.
surface dwarves, because I was born underneath a mountain.
We touch the sky all the time.
You can argue that in hagiograph all you want. It's up to you. The canvas layers. This is way too huge. What the fuck? Oh my god. I am spending...
That's what she said.
Great. I'm spending way too much time on this.
Sorry.
Apparently I can't just paste an image into chat, so I had to paste it into GIMP and then export it, and I think I just closed GIMP before it saved. God damn it. Nope, there it is. Cool. Now I can just... Wait. Oh, no. It does let me paste into chat, but the image was so large that it's just waiting to upload.
Oh. But wait, is it not part of the book? It's that high. Is it a full page art thing of blackface? It's not blackface. I know it's not blackface.
It is full page art, but now that you mention it, I do have an art gallery.
I was more thinking of the snip tool, just to...
Sure. I don't know what it would be called in the art gallery. Fuck.
We could start throwing out some ideas, but I think it might get a little questionable.
Hagiograph hiding. Disguise in hagiograph.
I got nothing. I don't know.
No, the Hringar are on the landing page, so like I can see the photo of them.
Oh sure. That's a good point. I don't know. I'm moving on. I suggest you do the same. If it finishes uploading the image, then I'll post it. But otherwise, whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't realize that would be a thing, but okay.
Anyway, yes, that's what you get. Gathering
that
info.
is a severe danger that we could encounter. Cool.
Okay. So the question at this point is just sort of what level, like in terms of what level of detail I should give to each of these days of downtime. How many days of downtime are you actually planning on taking? Like, are you planning on staying in the city for a week while you like get your bearings and figure things out? Or are you trying to like tie up loose ends as quickly as possible and get the fuck out of here?
I would think as quickly as possible. At this point, we're kind of waiting on Craig, so probably at least a couple of days. And if we can use that time to transfer runes, all the better.
Okay.
I would add that we know where Craig is, so truly, after 2 days, check up on him.
Yeah. And then at some point, I guess we should also check in with Jarelga.
So Jarelga's main focus is finding the worm. Hagiograph doesn't matter to her, except insofar as maybe someone in Hagiograph can read the map. I don't know. But
yeah, so I mean that's the big one, I guess, is that like here's our plan. We're still hunting the worm. We have a name. Our plan is to basically leave this city for another city of kind of what she's thinking, because since she does kind of have her own drive, if she's up for following the same leads as us, or if she's wanting to,
it's a little tense because she's less willing to go to Haggograph. Like, Court of Ether was bad enough. Like, one city that hates my guts is bad enough. I'd rather go back to High Helm to find someone to decipher the map.
Do we know how to get back to High Helm besides across a lake, which we also know is a problem?
That's gonna be... No, we don't. The only way up is blocked. The only way up from here is blocked. So to get to High Helm or Haggograph, we're gonna have to find a new way up, and if across the lake is a way up, then so be it.
Wait, sorry, Aren, think I know that. I don't know that Baroom knows about the lake. I think that was something Freeligarma whispered into Archie's brain. I apologize.
I don't remember.
Archie probably would have mentioned.
I believe Squire reported
Said it with
aloud.
their mouth. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Squire was speaking, so
Squire. Okay.
Like Squire
didn't remember
reported
if
that
it was-
as a result of scouting,
I
and
didn't
then
remember. Okay.
whispered it to Archie to just sort of needle it home, like, "Hey, idiot."
do research on that floating disc spell.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Haggograph is only a few days from High Helm. The route to one is the same as the route to the other for most of the route there. I don't actually know a way to get to Haggograph from here, but like even if we rejoin the route to High Helm, I still don't know a direct route from here to Haggograph.
Okay. And if they don't like surface dwarves, then it won't be easy no matter what. So yeah, if Craig isn't making progress, if Craig doesn't have any answers, then maybe returning to High Helm is the best bet. Yeah, I think my main thing was that we know somebody who allegedly had contact with the worm such that they could get a map. So, hunting them down and making them pay for what they did. But she obviously doesn't care.
Not so much now.
If High Helm is on the table, I would like to go back to High Helm.
Yeah, I think we have more contacts there in. And it's always something if they are that close together and it's not like having to choose one's this way, one's that way.
If we don't have to come back through here to get to there, I'm happy to go back to High Helm. The Court of Ether's Baroom is fucking done with it at this point.
Yeah, and then if we were able, like, if we end up in High Helm and they don't have the information, it's okay, we head back out and we have another jumping off point or another direction to go.
So, all that to bring us back to the same question of how long do you plan to stay in the Court of Ether? How much longer is long enough before you can leave? How much more time do you need to get ready?
What? 2 days to move the runes over.
If there was any other crafting you wanted to do.
I mean, that starts getting into spending a lot of money.
That we don't have, fair.
Yeah. Like getting gear and stuff, that's just like run to the shop if we need to stock up on rations or something before heading out. I mean, truthfully, the runes, it's what, 5 more gold. So it's like if we want to leave immediately, I'm good with that. If we want to spend a day or two to see if Craig can get something, spend the 2 days, move him the rest of the money, or move the runes for free, half price, and then see if Craig can find something.
Basically,
I like
the crafting expands to fill whatever time everyone else needs.
Yeah, but if we just want to go, I'm also good just picking up and have Craig send us a letter in High Helm.
Oh, I wouldn't leave the map here.
I'm trying to figure out how to roll perception from an NPC sheet. I tried to click the roll initiative button, which would use perception, and it says there's no active encounter.
Are you going to start an encounter just to roll initiative with perception /
Like, how do you roll perception? Like,
there's a little eyeball to the left.
Oh.
Yeah, perception's like its own thing away from everything else.
Yeah.
Like you would... there it is. It's in a very different place for NPCs. Jesus. Okay.
Does he get a item bonus for having a third eye? Is an eye an item?
Cute.
I appreciate you not even dignifying that with a response.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was just figuring out what it actually is that Craig is able to figure out of the map. So Craig will let you know if he finds anything, like if he comes up with much of anything, and then he'll probably sell you the information, or at least try to. In the meantime, like, how much time do you want to spend? Like, how much time do you want to give him to try and figure this out?
It's gonna take you, 2 days to move the runes for no more money?
It was 3, so we gave the map on day 1, so then 2 full days of work, and then on the 3rd day, go to Craig. And be prepared to leave the Court of Ether, basically, on day 3, or be prepared to leave on day 4?
He's got 2 days to look at it, so it'd be the first day after that.
So
okay.
Be prepared to
He
leave
has
day
2
4.
full days, yeah.
Okay.
So we know what Archie's doing for those 2 days. I don't know if Sparky's allowed to try again to help.
It would just make it faster, which would then fuck up the...
See, why not? That would fuck up
would fuck up the timing we just agreed to.
But it wouldn't make it enough faster to knock off days, though.
Right.
Yeah, it would be like we'd finish at like 10 a.m. on the 2nd day instead of...
Well, not even, because like if if you have an item that's like 10 gold to craft and you're doing 3 gold a day, you still take that full 4th day to get that 1 gold. Or you just truncate it and say, fuck it, I'll pay the 1 gold because that's not worth my time. So if Sparky rolls well enough, Sparky is expert in crafting.
I just rolled bullshit the first time.
Earn income, level 6 expert. So if Sparky crits, they could knock an extra 2 gold off. So just like it would almost finish it on day 2 if Sparky crits.
But they only get level 5, right? Because
if they crit, it's 6.
Okay.
Yeah. But the DC was okay.
Did they crit? Fuck off!
So yeah, Sparky crit. So at the end of day 1, or day 2, at the end of day 2, you've got 5 silver left on moving these runes. So
because you said if they could crit, it would.
Yep. Like, I was about to explain the odds of critting, which is that it's DC 19, and Sparky's got a plus 11, so you need an 18 or higher. 15% chance.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just do it.
Unless it would be funny.
Unless it would be funny, in which case it's 100%.
So do we want to knock a full day off, or still just take the whole time?
Take the whole time, I would say, because if Craig's gonna sell us stuff, we need every nickel we can get. I mean, every silver we can get. Sell us the information.
Different thing to spend that day on. If you buy this off, you could spend a day moving other runes.
Fair.
So you, instead of having 2 +1 striking longswords, you could have a +1 striking gauntlet and a +1 striking falcata. If you're willing to just go without either of the longswords, even though one of them is cold iron. And then you could just do that, like start it and finish it same day, and they would both be done.
Yeah. Okay, so the gauntlets are potency and striking. And then we just have a potency to move around.
No, you have potency. No, you have a +1 striking longsword and a +1 striking cold iron longsword.
Yeah, so I could have +1 striking falcata and +1 striking gauntlet, and a cold iron longsword, and a longsword that I like friggin' turn into money. I'd sell. It's a boring ass.
Yeah. Probably because it sounds like the falcata will probably be more useful weapon, and the cold iron was.
And now with the elbow breaker, that is now the gauntlet has more utility.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't actually know the damage die on the gauntlet. D4. Okay.
So pay off the 5 silver for the gauntlets, and then immediately move into crafting to move off the cold iron onto the falcata.
Okay.
So another crafting check.
Yep.
Oh.
That's a failure.
That's is
terrible.
Just a second, I'll fix that.
That's a different
better.
number.
That's a different number. Yeah. Okay, and you're just gonna pay that one off immediately.
Yeah, because it'd be another day setup. Do it like resetting up, so it's gonna be the 2 days. So.
Okay.
10.5 gold.
Yep. All right.
Sparky, do your thing.
Sparky now has a +1 striking gauntlet and a +1 striking falcata. And what's really annoying is I had to manually give Sparky master proficiency in swords because for some reason fighter weapon mastery sword and advanced weapon training sword didn't work together to give me master proficiency with swords. with advanced swords, which it absolutely should have, and the internet agrees with me, and Foundry just wasn't working, so I just manually added master with sword.
Sword.
So now Sparky has a plus 17 to hit with their plus 1 striking falcata.
And also, while we're doing this, the Avernal Cape, do we want to move that to Sparky, which would give him a ranged option?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Unless anybody else is wanting.
Worn and invested. Did you toggle investment?
I clicked the diamond.
Okay.
Oh.
I
was also getting ready to click the striking the roots. I saw you move them and I stopped touching any drop down menus.
Great. I don't know how. I have no idea what Sparky's spell attack roll is. So we'll have to figure that out. Jordan, add it to the list. So, Archie's doing these things for 2 days. Archie's doing the crafting. Grom and Baroom, what are you up to?
Absolutely nothing. I'm sitting in the bar, drinking for the first day. Okay. And then I think the second day, I sit in my room with Fetch and try and, like, commune to see if I can't get any information as to where I should be going.
Okay. Trying to commune with the earth.
Mm-hmm. With the nothing between Fetch's eyes.
Right. Go ahead and roll nature for me. And let's make it a secret roll.
Secret nature roll.
Well, it's about which tunnel to take, too.
It's a secret tunnel roll.
It is.
Okay. And if you could phrase the information that you're trying to get as a question.
What is the way forward?
Okay. You see the world in a way that you are not familiar with, but aware of, having cast Tremor Sense the other day.
Mm-hmm.
You see the world through Tremor Sense. In this flash of a vision. And as you... I got the impression that you, Jordan, were being kind of flippant about this. But I'm wondering the level of seriousness with which Grom was engaging in this.
No, I don't think it's flippant. I think it's just Grom having just been through that very triggering event, and like he's questioning why is he even here in the first place.
Okay.
Which is why, like, if High Helm's on the table, Grom wants to go back to High Helm.
Okay.
But I had this vision a while ago about going down and exploring the route of the quest for Sky. So Grom is just reaching out and asking, which way is forward?
Okay. Gotcha.
It is a serious thing. He's not trying to be flippant about it. He's just trying to he doesn't know.
Right. Okay. This is not a well, everything sucks, so I might as well stare at this dumb boulder for all the good it's gonna do kind of moment. Like there's actual legitimate attempt here.
Yeah.
Okay. So it maybe does not come as quite as much of a surprise that you do have a vision of a Hringar and you see him through tremor sense, which in my brain is like Toph's, the shockwave vision.
Toph's, let's be honest, tremor sense.
Like, honestly, it's fucking tremor sense. And
Be right back.
you can picture the shape of his face by feeling the vibrations that he causes by walking, and you see him walking with purpose down a well-appointed palace hallway. You can't see colors, you can't see windows if there are any. If there are windows, they just look like more wall. But you get the sense of guards that allow him to pass as he brusquely walks through a door into what is clearly a throne room. And the vision ends.
That didn't look like High Helm. That's not the way to go then.
And you can tell based on the shape of his face and the cut of his clothes that this is the same Hringar that Targic showed you.
Did the architecture of the hallway and like the palace, general palace, look dwarven?
I would say that you would be able to tell that yes, it looks dwarven. It is certainly not High Helm.
Right. It's not High Helm, but it is dwarven, which gives me a little bit of information.
The armor of the guards in the hallway is also rather unfamiliar.
Did I get a sense for the physicality of the guards? Like,
Dwarven.
were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Certainly Dwarven.
Okay.
So I don't know how much of that Aren missed, because I did see he walked away.
I smelled my food cooking, so I had to check that it's a giant crock pot. It's on a low summer. It's fine. But I heard that it's definitely Hringar, and it's definitely not a Hringar in High Helm. So
And this is somebody that seems to have some sort of station within wherever they're at.
I heard
Because
palace or something.
They were in a
but-
palace, but the guards were letting them through. Like they were recognized. Interesting.
That is a problem.
Because he's walking with purpose. I think I don't know if I would know anything about the makeup of Hagigraph to know whether or not there is a palace.
But I assume I do not have a clue how Baroom is justifiably suddenly an expert on hagiograph, but
I'm not an
Baroom
expert. I just have the ability to recall knowledge about.
Well, yeah, you're not an expert. You're just trained in hagiograph. So I don't know how that would be communicated. But I
have
assume...
one of those, have one of those like tourist books.
Honestly, in all fairness, I do think that in order to justify that, I do think I have to literally glad hand for the entire however long we're gonna stay here with those merchants. Like that's in my Aren's head the only way to justify having the ability to try and recall knowledge about it.
Okay.
And then mix that lore with whatever I have about Hringar in general. And like sort of cobble together a knowledge base.
Yeah. I mean, you do have the benefit of having bardic lore, so you can kind of always like say, oh yeah, like I know that story about that thing, so...
And then I
like,
talked to a Hringar in person, and it sounded like, oh wait, that's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So like you can always justify picking up new lore skills, which you seem to just be doing every fucking level.
Why not? Because
Baroom has 8 lore skills.
You said more specific equals DC lower, and fuck it.
Yeah. But presumably, this would have been communicated to Grom at some point. So
once Grom started talking again, I would not be the first to initiate with a traumatized person.
Okay.
There was probably no talking the second day.
Yeah.
And I sat in my room most of the third day. So if anything, it's like the end of the third day I would come out.
Okay.
And so like you wouldn't have time to ask pointed questions to these contacts that you've made.
Okay.
But maybe if you've heard,
Baroom will have gathered information and gained a new lore skill.
Oh yeah,
so...
there's a palace in hagiograph. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Fucking. Like I said, I'm asking about visiting, and they're like, why don't I tell you about it? And then you never go there.
I actually
you're gonna get.
convinced someone to draw me a map of the city, so I actually know the general city layout too.
Again, they're like, oh my god, if we let you go there, you'll kill yourself. So, or you will be killed. So, like if you were to be a tourist, which you promise me you'll never be.
Yep. Yeah. So, do with that information what you will.
I do think the vision goes a long way to helping Grom out of his current state of mind.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, then those 3 days go by. The crafting gets done, the glad handing, and ADHD hyper focusing on a new special interest happens.
Yep.
Talking to anyone who will spare you the time, trying to learn everything you can about hagiograph and pick up this new lore skill. And Sparky gets the Avernal Cape and attunes it. Invests it. It's investment, not attunement. Same thing.
No, attunement. There's only 3 attunement slots. What's
right.
investment? 8 or 10?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Which is just a wild number. Like, Grom has exactly 0 items that require investment. Wait, don't you have to invest in staff?
No.
That's impressive.
You prepare a staff, which is different from investment. and relics don't require investment. Relics require forming a bond. It just so happens that several of your relics are modified versions of items that require investment. Wait, Adamantine Echo requires? Yeah, so Adamantine Echo says it requires investment because it's an armor potency rune. And when you put a potency rune into armor, the armor requires investment.
Yeah, which is why I'm invested in the Explorer's clothing, because that is how it actually translates to my AC.
Right. Right. So, but yeah, Grom has 0 investment. But the interesting thing about the Avernal Cape, I'm not going to tell you how to advance a bond, but I can tell you how to form the bond. And for the Avernal Cape, it is defeat a foe and spare their life. So the leprechaun, formerly known as Veaviv, will
have informed us, passed along that information.
What's that?
No,
I'm saying her having been spared is what formed a bond between any of you and the item.
Even though she was ultimately killed.
She was ultimately killed, but it was a mercy killing at that point.
I don't know that it was a.
The alternative would have been punishment by the queen.
Yes. No, I'm more saying I think that the murder of Veaviv, which was done to a not a mephit.
Gremlin.
Whatever.
Mitflit.
A mitflit. I think that would have been like that. I think is what Baroom's struggling with the most, is that I think that murder was done in a haha, I've beaten the system manner, and was very cavalier and probably very cruel. And like that death is the death of that person, and they're a fucking asshole. Like they're a terrible person for doing it, and it's like a struggle right now.
So maybe Baroom can't bond.
Attune to it.
Yeah. Maybe Baroom can't bond to the cape, but like anyone else.
Cool. Yeah.
Because it seemed like everyone else was like really on board with. I mean, everyone was really on board with like letting her live. Baroom just took it a step further.
Baroom's a fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
Your words. So you then do you go as a group at the end of that third day after Grom like suddenly? Actually, Grom, you tell me what does it look like when you come out of your room and start talking for the first time?
I think I would have been around probably for the conversation about where to go next. And if I come out of my room and everybody's there, I will say that I've changed my mind. We have to go somewhere. I saw the Hringar at a palace of dwarven make.
And
it's just like frustrated, like
yeah. And what you saw wasn't High Helm, right?
No palace in High Helm.
Oh, is there no palace in High Helm? There's nothing.
There's like clan halls, right? But there's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a High King of High Helm.
Oh, I assumed. I haven't looked at the map in a while, so I forget.
Yeah, like there's gotta be, right? Is it Helm's Keep? Lost Omens High Helm, which is a book that I normally have open, but I haven't had open in a while.
Because we agreed that it didn't need to be open every time, especially because we weren't there.
Right.
Shows what you know.
Right. The Stone Hall is the ancestral residence of the kings of High Helm.
Stone Hall, number 5. Okay.
Where's yeah, I mean that is situated like a palace. Yeah. Yeah, has all the things that one might expect of a grand dwarven royal hall. Vaulted ceilings, carven walls, adorned with grand relief sculptures of great scenes from myth and legend. Many colored marble accented with gold leaf. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
The building itself doesn't look to be that significant, but I guess it's probably a couple 100 feet.
Yeah,
on either side.
Yeah, it's pretty large. Like, it's bigger than the Tolor Clan Hall, and Tolor Clan Hall's one of the larger ones. I was gonna compare it to Vanderholl, but like every map has its own scale, so
Yeah.
can't really compare them.
They hate you.
Yeah. Can't really compare them. Also, Vanderholl is a series of buildings.
So volume-wise, yeah.
Anyway, yes, there is a palace in High Helm, but this was not that.
Yes, I've seen many pictures of the inside of the Palace of High Helm. It didn't look familiar.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's definitely dwarven make. I can tell dwarven masonry when I see it.
So maybe we don't tell Jarelga and we just get to the crossroads and make a decision there? I say at a time when Jarelga is not in the middle of the group.
Yeah, I kind of gathered. I had been imagining Jarelga as part of this conversation.
Then I would not have said that.
Obviously. So what would you have said?
I think I would have said then, why don't we work on getting to whatever crossroads exists and make a decision there? Like, the way is shut adjacent to the Ether Court. So we have to go.
So Drogo said before, the way to Haggograph and the way to High Helm are essentially the same up to a certain point?
From here.
Okay.
To her knowledge. Like, there might be a direct path from here to Haggograph that doesn't follow the path back to High Helm, but she's not aware of it, was what I had gathered.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just sort of getting increasingly frustrated at even suggesting that Haggograph be the place to go.
I don't think it's the place to go. I just think that we need to chase down the only lead I've heard of to the worm, and it's this Narsagus who claimed to have a connection to them.
We don't know that it's Narsagus, but we have an
Narsagus claimed
assumption.
to have a connection. Narsagus gave the map to Viv and said, this map is attuned to the worm. You can use it as a...
But the map can be tricked. You don't need to have any sort of connection to the worm in order to...
Right. The map can be tricked, but you can use it as a means of summoning the worm.
Mm-hmm.
Which implies that Narsagus has some connection to the worm, right? Yes? Am I Aren making that connection incorrectly?
You can
I'm misinterpreting
use a piece of a creature's body to trick the map.
Understood. And Narcissus claimed to have given them a piece of the worm?
Sparky is currently wearing a piece of the worm.
I think we have it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I mean, the Avernal Cape is not necessarily, Zogototaru's hide, but it is preserved crimson worm hide, but also Zogototaru is the Avernal worm, so...
Who do we know that can trick the... What was... Well, we don't have the map anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we still gotta go check in with Craig, see what he figured out, and then...
See if we can trick the map.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you're hoping to be able to verify whether or not the map is even attuned to the worm at this time?
It's day 3. If Craig hasn't arrived at any conclusions, I think Baroom would be like, all right, well, we gave it a shot with the most magic item competent person we know. Let's make a move.
Okay. Archie, remind me how long you spent copying the map.
Like half a day, I think it was.
Okay. Can I get a secret crafting check? Just to see how effective a facsimile it is that you have. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So do you all go together to talk to Craig?
I would go with Archie.
Yeah. Oh, because I think this is kind of the figure out what Craig knows and then possibly be leaving the city.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Okay. So as you stroll up to Craig's list, Craig has clearly been doing his best to keep his composure and be a good salesman, because the moment he sees you, all of that falls away and he's just like, what the fuck did you give me? And he pulls you into the back room, which is even more of a mess than before. A lot of things have been just shoved to the side so that he can do a literal pushpin and string conspiracy board. And basically what you can tell is that he is trying to decipher what the locations of recurring travel are. And there are notes about particular popular thoroughfares that might shed light on some of these crossroads,
on the identity or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so one thing that is very clear to you, having not divulged some important information to Craig, is that, as far as you're aware, this is the route of the Avernal Worm, who does not give a flying fuck about trade routes. Craig, as a merchant, seems to have gone down some very deep rabbit holes about trade routes and how they could possibly be oriented in 3-dimensional space to come up with this fucking map. and he is just absolutely frothing at the mouth, which is just pouring out of the top of his head, and he just has to wipe it out of his eye occasionally. Just like, none of this makes any fucking sense. No, there does not exist a series of places unless they are within some tiny microcosm of a space that I listen. This is either one city or I don't know, some kind of fucking heavens or I mean, hell, this might be my route through the plane of fucking Earth. I don't. This isn't this world. That no one can move like this.
So it's definitely not.
Okay. Well, that excludes that statement eliminates 98% of the people that we thought. Like, I was concerned it was Freelagarma attuned to it. She is eliminated unless she can move like this, which it sounds like she can't. So,
I mean, it sounds like it might be actually attuned correctly.
Yeah. I just think that's like I said, if no one
weren't
can
you
move
trying to figure out who this was attuned to?
Yeah, but if you can tell us that it's not attuned to anyone of this earth, that eliminates a lot of options. That's pretty good, though. You maybe not like tell us who, but you can tell us it sure as fuck ain't a shit ton of other people. That's awesome.
This is either these are the options. Either someone not of this plane, or someone on a completely different part of the planet that just has a Darklands whose shape does not obey things that I know to be true about Earth.
I mean, what if they just went like straight line, like they didn't have to turn down tunnels?
If they didn't want to turn down tunnels.
Or possibly we're making tunnels.
I'm doing my damnedest here, but I'm pretty sure that this is just straight up and down. No one does that repeatedly. That's not a trade route. That's not a thoroughfare. That's not a thing.
Straight up and down?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, you remember that giant pit with the mimic? Like Archie's like talking over his shoulder.
The Mick altar? The altar?
Yeah.
What the fuck have you given me?
We didn't know, which is why we gave it to you.
No. Okay. Okay. Like, this was my bad. I made a mistake. I gave you information for nothing in return. I think I deserve some information. What the fuck did you give me?
The everyone map.
No,
Specifically, I'm guessing you want to know what we think it's attuned to?
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything about the what was it? A vernal worm?
You mean the worm that it's illegal to discuss in the city?
We don't. Yeah.
No, it's fine for us.
Oh yeah, you can't. You shouldn't mention it at all. You are not. You should not say that out loud. Because we accomplished her mission, are we now without like?
He didn't say we couldn't talk about it.
Yeah, she didn't remove her permission to talk.
And you are Knights of the Ether Court. Like, It's
Until we
bad
sell the-
form to punish a knight. Like that is
Until
usually
we sell
reserved
these
for
badges.
sure. But like punishing a knight usually involves stripping them of their knighthood.
Okay.
It's like that's like your get out of jail free card.
Oh, right. Before they kill you, they're like, well, first I'll strip you, and then
Right.
if you do something else, then
Yeah.
you're a commoner, and then okay.
Yeah. I don't.
So with that information, does more of this make sense? Maybe a little bit.
I don't think I want to look at this anymore.
That's entirely fair.
That's very reasonable.
Yeah,
I haven't slept in 2 days, which like normal, but I did have to eat an unpleasant amount of my stock. I'm gonna have to find a new diamond vein. I'm just okay.
Craig, you're a good friend.
So if you could just hand over the Aeon Stone and be on your way, that'd be great.
Yeah, we can trade back. Like they're just like, I need the map back now.
And just like dismisses the map, like get out of my sight kind of gesture. And then just like turns so that 2 of his eyes can look at this conspiracy board, and just like stands with fists on what passes for hips, and just stares at it, just disregarding you entirely.
I mean, just real quick, if you were to guess, where is there like an end point? Is there anywhere specific? Looks like it like hangs out at.
Yeah, but I don't know what any of the locations are, and
It's just like, okay, we might need to go.
you're so as you leave and you're walking away, you're pretty sure you hear the sound of a few dozen push pins hit the floor all at once.
I mean, at least it sounds like this is definitely attuned to the worm, or at least something that moves in a way that's not humanoid.
Now we just need to find somebody that can make heads or tails of it.
Well, time to leave the city.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd get the heck out of Dodge.
All right. So presumably spend the night and head out in the morning.
I assumed all that was in the morning.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay.
Fair.
Or yeah,
Absolutely.
and then clarify the direction that out of Dodge is.
Okay. So if that was morning, then I do need to rewind ever so slightly. Which I need to roll a dice.
1 second.
Okay. Great. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. So the plan is what? Go back to the inn, gather your shit, and head out? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we're gathering, getting ready to leave,
Mm-hmm.
I want to get everybody sitting down at a table and do this.
Okay, then. What is this? What? Duration 8 hours. Whoa.
It's a good spell.
Neat. Well, that's fucking cool. Neat.
It is a very cool upgrade of the cantrip Know the Way.
Oh god. What is that? Know the way.
No, that I
Entrepreneur.
have that cantrip.
You know
It's
which
just
direction
get back
is
to where I
north.
went.
Oh, okay.
Like they complement each other very well, very narratively.
Sure. Yeah. So presumably you will want to gather Jarelga before
Yes.
casting that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting everybody.
So Jarelga's nowhere to be found.
Good. Fantastic.
Because she
Okay.
thinks that we're going to Haggograph, and she said "fuck you," and she's going back to Highhelm.
Probably.
Probably. Our agreement was only to go to here to figure out the cult of the cave worm. Like, she doesn't owe us anything. I don't think we really owe her anything.
Although if she is going back to Highhelm and she causes problems, it's our names on the line for that.
If we go back to Highhelm.
We will eventually.
Maybe not in these bodies. You never know. You could die and come back as someone.
I hate that you're right.
I'm just saying. No, it is our names on the line. But I think that at the bare minimum, she made it sound like we're just going to be chasing her, right? And maybe we split off. She goes north, up. We go, she goes skyward. We go
North.
downward.
She goes up, you go north.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend too much time looking for her. If her room's been emptied of her things and she's not in the hotel or the tavern,
Yep.
then the assumption is she left.
Notably, Archie, it appears that she has absconded with your reproduction of the map.
God damn it. Okay.
It's fine. You only spent half the
Hopefully
day
you
on it.
rolled low.
We don't know what you rolled, right?
Right.
We still have the actual map, so
Yeah, but if she's fucking lost, like that's like okay, that roll that you made is how many days it's gonna take us to find her corpse, like starving in a hole somewhere on the way.
Well, hey, at least now we know the way.
No,
Yeah.
no, we've been shown the way. No, the way's the cantrip.
Archie come out like grabbing his pack. He's like, she took half a map, part of a map. She took my scribbles.
She basically did the Belloc in Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? Like he took the burned thing in his hand and used that to get to. She's gonna be 2 planets too high or whatever to like figure out where the Ark actually lives.
Mhm.
Such a shame. Oh wait, Gerald. There's no way this will come back to bite us in the ass later. Who could say?
Not at all.
Well, but yeah, gather our stuff.
You're really not like at all upset about her leaving, are you?
Archie.
I'm disappointed.
She didn't want to be with us anyway.
Hmm.
She made that very clear. She was putting up with us because we got her out of prison and we were going the same direction for the most part.
Yep.
She took a recreation of a thing Archie was making on the off chance they needed it, which is he's frustrated about, but also they still have the actual map, so it's like,
yeah.
But it definitely got a little tick of the Archie will remember this later.
Yeah. It's definitely like if she had like beaten you to Craig and like if she had stolen the Aeon Stone, I don't know how much of any of this like collateral whatever that you shared with her, but let's say that she stole the Aeon Stone, traded it back to Craig for the map, and ran off with that. I imagine you would have hunted her.
Fight on sight.
Yeah, that'd be
taking just the recreation map is seemed safer.
Yeah.
Well, I think if she had taken the real map, we would have had to hunt her.
Right.
Because we haven't given the queen back her map that was stolen from her. And that we agreed to give back to her.
Yep.
We didn't agree when we'd give it back, but we did agree to give it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. With also, do you want me to delete the Aeon Stone, or does that need to get traded?
Oh, yeah. Hang on, I got it. You get an everyone map, and I will take your Aeon Stone. Okay.
It's unfortunate because I would have loved 2 more perception.
Yeah, well, maybe you could buy it before
we could buy it.
Yeah.
It's only 650 gold.
You can afford that, right? Total party coinage 92 gold. Woof. Is there anything like what supplies do you need as a party before you leave? Especially considering the route that you're aware of involves water. Presumably you'll need some kind of boat.
Yeah.
Or a better way to swim. I think Archie
boat.
like
definitely a boat.
Does your lesson of the shark? Yeah, you learned feet to fins.
Yeah, boat, definitely a boat.
Great. I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you think on that.
Archie doesn't want to be in the water.
Yeah, well, I presume that like upon receipt of or receiving the news that like a large body of water was involved, you fucking noped and you were like, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna fucking force my patron to teach me how to swim. Fuck you.
No, definitely a boat. And I also looked up. I could learn the carry-all spell, but you can't write it until it's like a 5th or 6th rank. So no magic floating disc for people.
It's so expensive. The folding boat would be so
I saw
fucking
that
epic.
too, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I had a folding boat. We are running up against the fact that like I recently played an ultra high level campaign in 4th edition. And so I'm like, yeah, how expensive can it be? Like 1,000,000 gold? I have that. No.
There's the marvelous miniature boat that's cheaper but only lasts a day.
So if we don't get across the lake in a day, what, it poofs? And then we have to tread water until it resets? it's a one-time thing, so the boat could poof out of existence.
Mm-hmm.
76 gold.
Per use.
So we'd have to figure out, like, maybe I can talk to some people about, like...
Okay, so we could buy one.
And then swim? That seems like that's rife with problems.
Well, I was like that, or we take stock of what we have for selling.
What? No. That absolutely. I'm more saying that those fish people exist and they have bombs. I don't want to swim.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Archie
they at least had one bomb.
Yeah, Archie could regale you about underwater rivers and currents and sinkholes and all sorts of just unpleasant things that can happen to you.
Whirlpools and undertow, and you're just listing ways to drown.
Yeah. Is there
what
any...
is just a boat? I can't find just a boat.
I mean, the problem's gonna be...
It's a vehicle
carrying
actor,
it.
so it doesn't say.
Well, there is the rowboat.
Oh, well, I looked up boat and rowboat didn't pop up. Oh, there it is. It didn't pop up with a price. And it's only passengers too.
1 pilot, 2 passengers. Which is just big enough for the 3 of you. Well, there's fish, so...
I mean, I'm small, so...
Could put you in one of the spacious pouches.
Yeah.
How long does your air last in there?
Does it say?
I think it does.
10 minutes.
That won't last as long as a rowboat.
But you can just open it and let him stick his head out and let air in. Yeah.
If logistically we can do that. Oh, the price is 15 gold. Well,
For
I
a
assume
rowboat,
it says
yeah.
price 15. That's
Yeah.
way more affordable than any of the magic options.
I guess how big is it? Because we're gonna have to carry it.
It is 10 feet long and 5 feet wide. I don't see a
Mr. Hefty Holler rock lifter, I think, can handle that.
The rowboat can be carried overland by 2 medium creatures or 1 large creature. Those creatures are encumbered when doing so.
Yeah.
Like this would very much be a throwaway boat. Like, get to the shore and just fucking leave it there.
Is there a chance that we're going to purchase this boat, get to the shore, and find a ton of abandoned boats other people throw away?
Or a boat shop at the shore of the person who's just selling boats.
But they're going to be, if there's a boat shop at the shore, they will be selling these 15 gold boats for 50.
Hmm.
If I
location.
Yeah. So, best place to buy a boat is, in the middle of the country.
And then do we know how far away the water would be?
That is the next, where we have not figured out where this pathway to back is. And our find the way person is gone. So with show the way, can we intuit that? Like, how far is this portage? Can we intuit that with show the way?
I mean, you would have to portage it to the shore of the lake, which like you've seen the shore of the lake. The way to the ritual cavern is about 2 hours out of the city, and I mean, with a boat, probably 4 hours because you're encumbered.
Okay. Again, we're still able
more
to
difficult...
get there.
What's that?
So we're still able to get up to where that is after the cave-in?
Yeah, so like there is a way through. It's gonna be difficult to get a boat through, but
Not impossible.
There is still a route. Like, it is not completely... also, Grom already spent a day clearing.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, take like the first day and basically just be like, okay, we're gonna go buy a boat and then
Buy a boat,
get it
portage
to
it
the shore.
to the tunnel, and try and squeeze it through the tunnel until you get to the lake.
Yep. That sounds as reasonable as any other option.
That seems like a day.
Yeah.
And then camp out at the shore and then
set sail.
Boat.
Smash a bottle of champagne over it and call her good. What's the
Alright.
boat's name?
One boat good, or do we need to do this with 2 boats?
Well, now that the boat's not 76 gold, do we have boat money?
Yeah, I think we have 90, 92.
Got like 90 gold. It does apparently need 2 medium creatures to portage, though.
Yeah, there's 2 of those.
We have 2 pairs of those.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
medium. Fetch is medium. Sparky's medium.
Yeah.
Grom,
I think Archie's the only small.
Yep.
Anymore. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have life jackets? Archie would definitely be the person where it's like shows up and just like, I bought everything from the store that said it was for this.
This canvas vest has been filled with cork shavings, tightly folded and sewn shut. Wearing a buoyancy vest allows you to float in water with a lowered risk of sinking. It's called a buoyancy vest.
How much are those?
5 gold.
Oh, you're buying that.
Archie wants one.
I mean, at the bare minimum, I feel like we should buy. They're so cheap.
There's also potions of water breathing.
I can probably cast water breathing. I was just looking at that.
I was gonna say, I feel like Archie has the ability to make those potions on a whim, right?
Water breathing is a second rank spell.
Heightened to
that
3rd
lasts
rank
an hour.
gives you 8 hours.
Yeah, if you cast it at 3rd rank,
5
it's 8
creatures.
hours. Yeah.
Oh, it casts
5
on...
creatures.
Oh, then
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He was literally just looking at it.
Oh, okay. There are some spells that the game just goes, 6 people. No one, not everyone in the party needs to waste a spell slot learning this spell. No, 1 person gets it. It covers 5 people. Fuck you if you have a 6-person party.
Yep.
If
Pretty much.
we were 1 level higher and I could prepare a 4th rank, it would be all day.
Okay. How long does it take to cast? 10 minutes?
1 minute.
1 minute? Oh, okay. So if, disaster struck, we could water breathe within, a minute.
I feel like you can easily die within a minute, and you probably just cast it before disaster struck.
Yeah.
Well, disaster hasn't struck yet.
I also don't have it right now to get it tomorrow after we've, rested at the shore of the lake.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So buying a buoyancy vest.
Buying 2 boats or 1 boat?
Up to you.
I mean,
The options are Archie in a sack with the drawstrings open, or 2 boats. And if we have a second boat, presumably we have the means to rescue any people we come across along the way. Not saying that would happen, but we have a habit of picking up strays.
I think 2 boats is probably necessary.
Yeah. For us and all the shit we might collect. Fair.
Okie doke. So 35 gold for all that shit. Plus any rations and ropes if you need those.
Yeah, I think I still have like 2.5 weeks of rations. Archie.
Hmm.
I can reasonably forage as well, so we're good.
Yeah, you do still have forager.
Oh, Feet to Fins is a 3rd rank spell.
Feet to fin, like you get like gills and little webbed hands.
You gain a swim speed and your walk speed becomes 5 feet.
Oh, yeah. You
So-
duck walk. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it sadly is one willing creature.
Yep.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
It also only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what's the cast time? An action?
2 action.
Two actions.
Yeah, so that's an emergency. Oh, fuck. Someone's
Yeah.
destroyed our boat. You can swim now.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's the thing where it's like, I could just prepare it 3 times. But that also loses any other 3rd rank slot.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth it.
I really want to play around with my gravity well.
Yeah, I was looking at that. That's what?
It's fantastic.
Uh-huh. And then
Yeah.
I have legally distinct, it's definitely not Misty Step.
What, time jump?
Yeah.
That's so not Misty Step.
It freezes time and lets me move twice.
Right, but like you don't even teleport, like you walk.
But to everyone else, they think I teleported.
Right. But like you can't like teleport like through a window or over a gap or anything like that. Like you still can only get to places that you normally would have been able to get to. Sure, legally distinct Misty Step.
Yeah, it's a little different.
On the topic of learned that we have to cross a lake and immediately ask the patron to teach me. No. The patron taught you to torment you.
Mm-hmm.
You have been taught a lesson in water because it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, and that's why he has an extra vest.
Yeah. Always good to have to protect yourself from your patron. Woof.
Yep, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Alrighty. So you do all those things. You make it to the shore. You set up camp here. Notably, the remnants of whatever device it was the Ulatkini were using to cause this cave-in are still here for the most part on the shoreline. And I will point out, this is a lake. Like, it behaves like you would expect a lake. It has a tide, for one. The shore is sand. So, a number of the pieces of the device have been buried in sand or washed away by the tide, but the larger chunks and some of the copper wire that doesn't bury easily are still here.
Archie's definitely like bundling this stuff up.
Okay.
Like he has his souvenir piece, and now he's like hands-on with the mechanisms and stuff. And it's like,
Okay.
It's fine. I might be able to figure something out with.
Okay. Anybody want to... I want to say, Archie, you made a crafting check to identify it from a distance. I would say...
Sparky would help if that's a thing. If that's a
Aid is a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
DC,
That's the word I was
DC
looking
15.
for.
Yeah. So now that you're up close with it, and you can actually see the destroyed device in more detail, you would be allowed to repeat the check.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sounds
Archie's
like Sparky's
definitely
going
gonna
to
be
aid
like,
with that.
So aid, blind GM, recall knowledge, yeah? Or do we know if I've negatively impacted?
Yeah, no, it's public. Critical success. What in the fuck? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, so that's a +2 circumstance.
When not Doc Ocking, Sparky's actually quite helpful in the crafting world.
okay.
Okay. Well, modifiers matter. The aid was the difference in making you succeed on this. So congratulations. Having seen this up close, and even though it's broken now, being able to sort of piece together the way that it would have been constructed, you have no fucking clue how it works. I will point that out. You have no goddamn clue how it works. No fucking clue how to even begin to build one. But seeing it up close and getting more information about it, and being able to touch it and see how things are oriented with one another, you can tell that this is an incredibly powerful device that is largely myth at this point, known as an earthquake cannon.
Yeah. So like a ancient technology type device.
Very much.
Okay.
Very much so. Which probably explains why it fell the fuck apart after it was used.
Yeah, I think it's like one of those things. Like Archie's like, okay, so like this would have been standing here. This would have been, and holy, wait a minute, no, it, like definitely having the no. That can't be, no, that can't. Oh my.
And Sparky just points out like the one thing that makes you go, oh, it is.
Yeah. Like, this is gonna look so good when I wire it back together and put it up on my collective of definitely not cataclysmic weapons. Yeah.
I will say that you are aware of a story. You're not sure the veracity thereof. That large sections of the Darklands were carved using earthquake cannons in the time before mortals existed.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I think Archie's like taking it and like bundling it together and like definitely doing like the loose pieces gotta like go here and get like the bigger pieces wanna no, it's trying to bundle it together to not break it anymore.
Yeah. I will say that even broken, it has a bulk of 10.
So
It like it took 3 Ulatkinis to drag it to shore and set it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we got an extra boat. It can go in the boat for right now.
Fetch will open his bag.
How much does the bag hold?
How much does the bag hold?
There's 12 left in Fetch's bag.
Okay.
Can we just Mary Poppins it and they're just like open the bag and then just slowly just start putting it in.
Oh, that's not right. I am just real quick making a broken earthquake cannon item. What category is it? It's not armor. It's not really a consumable. I guess it's equipment. It's kind of a weapon.
If I still had bottomless stomach prepared, Fetch could eat it.
It has a bulk of 10.
The stomach can carry a bulk of 10.
But you can only eat some things with...
One bulk at a time, yeah.
Yeah,
but it's in pieces, so like...
Okay. Broken earthquake cannon. Slap that in that bitch. There we go. Bulk of 10.
Needs to go up here.
Are you keeping the bag alphabetized?
Yes, I am.
Jordan, I love you.
Both of the bags are alphabetized.
Jordan, I love you. Oh my god, that's incredible. I'm a little upset.
It was a +1, so it was up top because it was a +1.
Oops. I'm a little upset that it doesn't do that automatically.
It could be whatever order you feel is necessary. In fairness, I do think that there's a person out there who needs it ordered by like categories like munitions, organs, weapons. It's not a real bag of holding, whatever the fuck it's called. Unless it has one unidentifiable like eyeball or hand left over from 5 levels ago. BG3, I accidentally opened, or I was like, oh, I should probably sell this backpack that I've been, meaning to get out of, I think, Carlag's inventory, and I opened it, and I went, oh, that's what the bones. Because I've just been throwing them there because I didn't like looking at them in the inventory, but they're worth money.
Back on topic.
Yes, I apologize.
So you spend the night here.
Mm-hmm. While Archie is looking at the earthquake cannon, I assume this is a fairly well-traveled cavern.
It was, yes.
Are there any recent footprints that we can discern, especially near the shore, that might belong to, I don't know, a gnome?
Go ahead and roll. It's survival,
That's what I would think.
Yeah, I would imagine survival.
And I assume this is a blind roll. No.
The track activity doesn't have the secret trait, but I think this is actually closer to a seek than a track. You're trying to find the start of a trail. If you wanted to then follow the trail, it'd be track. But you're looking for the start of a trail. So it's seek, which is perception. But it is secret.
Perception's better.
Woo! You are reasonably confident that there has been no travel through here since the last time you were in this cave.
Interesting. Where did she go then?
It is starting to smell pretty bad in here, on account of all the corpses.
That's fair.
They are mostly buried under rubble, so could be worse.
Will they attract... I'm assuming within the next 3 to 5 business days, it's going to be nothing but tooth fairies in here.
I don't think there were any children.
Oh, do they only grow out of Oh, right. They explode from the mouths of dead children's teeth. Got it.
They hatch from children's teeth. Yes. If you'd like to check on the general state of bodies with respect to how attractive they are to carrion feeders, you could roll survival or medicine.
I'll take a medicine roll. Why not?
I could roll for survival. Yeah.
Okay.
Public.
Public. Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I'm only critting today.
Wow.
I'm gonna change that because
Okay.
even that's not great, but like,
yeah, that is better though. Nice. So you both come to the same conclusion via different means. Baroom, you gather that these corpses are already past the point of attracting carrion feeders, because they are what little is exposed, because most of them are at least mostly hid under rubble. It's not, they're not pungent enough for a scent to carry very far. Grom, you look more at the actual state of decomposition, which is weirdly halted. Rather than rotting, they appear to have desiccated over the last, was it 4 days at this point?
Yeah.
interesting.
Looking just a little bit closer or further, one or the other, you notice that there are minuscule pinpricks in the skin. Aside from the massive burst skin from the violent way in which they died, there are also pinpricks which suggest them having been drained of their blood. What blood remained inside them after they bled to death or were crushed to death?
Something's been here already.
Judging by the number and size of the holes, many somethings.
Yeah. Do we want to learn how to camp in boats and just get away from the source of death immediately? Presumably, if this is over a day across lake wide, we're gonna have to learn how to camp in boats no matter what.
No.
No, stay here.
I want one more. If there's a chance that we have to sleep on the boats at some point, I want at least one more night of not doing that.
Okay. Yeah. Then just be aware something blood-sucking was here.
Yes.
And it's definitely not red caps because they just did the hat dip thing. They weren't mosquitoes.
Would you like to attempt a recall knowledge to discern what might have caused this?
Sure.
Darklands?
Yeah.
Yeah, Darklands lore. Nature would be the skill in question, but Darklands lore. Trying to think. Cave lore. I don't know what other lores would be appropriate.
That's a more specific lore.
Very, very weird that the two of you that used lore have the same modifier and rolled the same number. And then Archie did not roll the same number. Now, dogpiling recall knowledge is usually a bad idea because typically someone's going to critically fail, and I will just tell the truth and a lie, and it doesn't really matter who I say it to. You get to decide. But I don't get to do that this time, and that upsets me.
Which means I probably crit again. So...
But if you crit, it means Grom crit too.
Yes.
This was caused by Bloodseekers, which are essentially tennis ball sized mosquitoes. The Redcap guards of the Ether Court rode giant Bloodseekers. So you know that there is some kind of Bloodseeker horticulture in the Ether Court. So it would make a lot of sense that they would be here in some capacity. Archie, you critically succeeded, so you get to ask a follow-up question.
Is it something that like normal people need? Like if you're uninjured and just like out camping, is it something to be concerned about?
That's a good question.
Right. If they're not mounts and you're not not a threat.
Yeah. They opportunistic, or will they like swarm in and actually kill people?
Are they like real mosquitoes, in which case they're fucking bastards and we should kill them all anyways?
Also, apparently Bloodseekers are literally referred to as sturges in the monster description. So, like...
They forgot to change the whole... the flavor text?
No, like, it is from blah, blah, blah. The Bloodseekers' regional name, Sturge, possibly a corruption of the word scourge, ... No, like it's just part of like the description. Sturge is not one of the, I think, 11 creatures whose names are like fucking trademarked.
Oh, got it.
But generally, they are easy to fend off. Like just waving at them is enough to fend off. Swatting at them is enough to fend off individual Bloodseekers, and they are only dangerous when they are in greater numbers. They're only dangerous to living people when they are greater in number.
Okay.
You can continue to roll follow-up checks if you want to learn how to deal with larger numbers in case you wanted to be prepared. Like, I feel like you guys just don't like hammer away at gather information nearly hard enough. Like, just keep rolling until you fail. Keep asking follow-up questions.
What's their favorite color?
Does Grom have Fireball today?
Grom does not have Fireball today.
Does Grom have Fireball tomorrow?
Grom can't have Fireball tomorrow. Grom has Fungal Infestation today. It's the only like AoE thing Grom has.
Does that do any damage or just the persistent?
Just the persistent.
Okay. Persistent damage is at the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, like, throwing that at a swarm, like, even if it is, like, area, like, it is area damage, so in theory, it'll trigger swarm's area weakness, but they still get another turn before...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if they come at us over the water, then I have Spout.
True.
We have many means.
Yeah. Did you want to ask any follow-up questions?
No, I think knowing that they're not going to be too much of a nuisance, any more of a nuisance than really anything else is down here.
Right. Also, I am informed that horticulture specifically refers to the art, science, and technology of cultivating fruits, vegetables, flowers, and ornamental plants. I don't know why.
You're thinking of husbandry.
Yeah, that's the one. Bloodseeker husbandry in the
Yes.
city. That's a thing that exists. Thank you, Aren. I was struggling for the word.
It wasn't H. It was close. That's what triggered it.
Yeah. It was just one of those things where it's like horticulture is the word that's in my brain, and I once a word sticks in your brain as the word that you're trying to, you can't.
The replacement's impossible to find. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like trying to remember the tune of a song while listening to music.
It's specifically trying to remember the Indiana Jones theme while the Superman theme is stuck in your head, or vice versa. It is the most pissed off I've ever been trying to da 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 da.
I don't think I could summon the Superman theme.
It's irritatingly close to the Indiana Jones theme, I can tell you that.
Jordan, add it to the list. Okay, so you spend the night here, and in the interest of stopping at a reasonable place to stop and not incidentally running way over time, I think we'll end here.
You get to cast off and boat?
Yes, you get to rest, and you get to lock in your spell choices and whatnot. No, you can absolutely like take the week to think about your spell choices and lock them in before we set off next session. But yes, you are able to cast off, so to speak. Place your boats in the water and start making your way downtown.
Rowing reasonably fast.
Yeah.
Would a weapon like stuck in the side of a boat be considered unattended?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Are you going to stab half a dozen daggers just into the side of the boat?
I got some crossbow bolts.
Okay.
And I'm thinking doing that, going down the top, and then a couple daggers.
Just
to
so
have...
you can telekinetic projectile them?
And they're not like in a bag.
Great.
Yep, so that they are, because this is like we're on the water, there's also no, I can't just gloop up some water and
yeah. It's true.
like the one time we're in an area that doesn't just have grab a rock.
Loose rocks about.
Right.
We could grab a bunch of loose rubble before we ship off, so we have our jar of dirt.
And I will allow like small retcons to say like, oh, I would have bought this before I left the town. If you want to take the time.
We bought paddles in case the boat doesn't come with paddles.
I mean, the boat does not come with paddles because the boat comes with oars.
Okay, so it's a rowboat, not a canoe.
Correct.
Okay. That's a mental change. Okay.
I honestly do not know the difference between rowing and paddling. Like
it's very different.
Like no, I mean like mechanically I understand it, but like at what point does one become the other? Like you can take an oar out of the ring and paddle with it.
It's the shape of the blade.
Oh really?
Yes, the shape of the. As somebody who rode crew and has canoed a lot, yes. It's the shape of the blade and the motion of the stroke.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say oars are locked to the boat.
We're on a lake.
Now I'm curious what my partner would say about that question, because dragon boat apparently.
Like no, dragon boats have paddles.
Really?
Yes. Oh, dragon boats are one of the coolest fucking things ever. Like all the respect to anybody who watches fucking stream YouTube, I don't fucking care. Look up dragon boat races. They are one of the most intense fucking cool things ever.
In high school, my partner was a gold medalist dragon boater. Specifically, whatever position is like at the front of the boat that sets the pace for everybody.
Oh, they were the drummer.
Is that it?
Yeah. So in a rowboat, like in a sort of set crew, it's a coxswain. I don't believe they're called coxswains in dragon boating, but if they are, it's the same position. You set the tempo. You are functionally a in boat coach, and
Neat.
do tempo calling and things.
Cool beans. Learning stuff.
Triggered special interest.
Yep. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I am surprised but not surprised that we were able to get as little done as we did in the time allotted. I was quite frankly not trying to move things along because I did a very apparently piss poor job of prepping what you were actually interested in. So, oops. Now you have very clearly indicated your intent. So as long as the session doesn't begin with actually screw the boats, I'll be much more prepared next week.
Okay.
Thanks for being here, everybody. All us.
All of us. No, people have popped in.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see you next time. If you're watching us on Twitch, check us out on YouTube. We will eventually have all the episodes. I have still on my list of shit to do.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I actually. Oh yeah, this has changed since last week. I made a big old list of shit I need to do, and get SKT episodes up on YouTube is actually like prioritized. Like I have a list of things. There is a location in the list where it sits, so it'll happen.
Of all the things on the list, it's one of them.
Yep. I made the list last Thursday, so I was like, yeah, it was like a week ago I made the list. Still working on it. Still getting there. If you're watching us on YouTube, yay, I did the thing. Join us on Twitch. We're live every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and regardless of where you're at, you should join us on our Discord, where we are humans with voices and the ability to speak at you with our fingers.
Yeah. I'm using them daily.
Yeah. Or thumbs, we don't discriminate. You want to use your mobile device, that's cool too.
As long as it's dark mode, that's all I ask.
Yep. As long as you have Discord in
Mike.
dark mode. Fucking Mike.
Psychopath.
That's it for me. That's it for all of you. I've decided you're done speaking. Goodbye.